Pilgrims, and let's talk about everything new that we have added to the game for you with this update. The night experience is getting a lot darker and dangerous. Now the Volatiles will roam the city and you will never feel safe again. Movement is the key to survival, so we made it even better. You can traverse the city in a new, more liberating way after you activate the advanced parkour mode in settings. There is also a place for all of you creative builders out there. In the game's menu you will find a new section full of maps created by the community. For now, it's only available on PC, but the feature will make its way to the consoles soon. And one last thing, with the newest Hakon bundle you can become the fierce ex-Night Runner hellbent on survival anytime you want. And there is more, so for all the details, head to the outpost, Pilgrims.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel guys. I would like to discuss a few problems that the game has because of the new update. But before doing so, I wish they would put that Pilgrim outpost he just mentioned in the game someday. But I doubt that will ever happen. Anyways, as you may all know, they removed the old Howler mechanics. And this, whether you know it or not, has created issues for the community, especially if you are a beginner. And by this I mean, beginners can no longer use the bazaar or any sort of viral farm if they wish to acquire rare trophies early in the game. Roaming volatiles usually take longer to find than howlers, since they are supposed to be roaming after all. And on top of that, the new volatiles are much harder to kill. And that is not because they increase their hit points or their health. Rather, they changed the way the volatile works defensively. And for that part, I'm gonna let Best Gamer Ali, big shout out to him, explain to you this part, because he also agrees that what they did is probably not in the game's best interest. But let's hear what he has to say about the new changes.
With the new roaming volatiles update, people have been struggling to kill the volatiles. People think Techland have made the volatiles stronger, and to be honest with you, developers themselves did say that the volatiles are now hard to kill. But what a lot of people don't know is that instead of increasing the health of the volatiles now have a specific number that is required to kill the volatiles. Meaning you will need to hit the volatile at least 7 times to kill it, regardless of what melee weapon you're using, regardless of what damage it does, regardless of what difficulty you play in. The volatile will require 7 hits in total to die, which I feel is wrong because the zombie should die quicker if I have, let's say, an overpowered weapon. But because of this change now, even the strongest weapon doesn't kill them instantly.
So that decision made by Techland means that all your weapons, your gear, and all the bonuses on them no longer matter when fighting volatiles. You can have the best gear with the highest stats to damage, and it would not matter whatsoever, because you have to hit them 7 frickin' times, regardless of the damage you're dealing to them, if you wish to kill them. Which in other words, it means that the most important and beneficial farming method in the entire game for legend leveling and trophies, unique and rare specifically, just got nerfed, as if the old farming methods weren't grindy enough, even with glitched weapons, guys. And on top of all of that, they no longer give you the ×5 night XP bonus, as you guys can see in the video. That also got nerfed pretty much to the ground. It was like a 50% reduction all the way down to, if you guys don't know, I'm pretty sure you do in case you haven't paid attention, it is right now at ×3, guys. So they made the volatiles require 7 hits to die. They made them hit harder. They reduced the nighttime XP bonus so you don't level as fast. I do not understand why they would do these things. How is this beneficial to the player or the longevity of this game, I have no idea. This forced people to change their gear setup, making them go for massive defenses, as you will hear from Respawn Gelatin.
Just here, what you're looking for is damage resistance. Specifically, these numbers have to be greater than 40%. If they are less than 40%, this does not work. I've done a lot of testing on this, and 40% seems to be the threshold of how much damage they're doing to you versus how much health you can heal. So essentially you're healing faster than they can damage you, which makes you completely invincible to volatiles. Now, goons and demolishers and tyrants can still hurt you, however you still heal really fast, so keep that in mind.
So a big shout out to Respawn Gelatin for providing us with that information, and he also released another video earlier on today talking about the military armor set, which will provide you with around 75% damage reduction against infected enemies, and also has damage bonus against them, but the damage bonus doesn't make that much sense after listening to what Best Gamer Ali mentioned earlier on. And what Timon said also about the knights becoming scarier, now I understand what he means. I am scared of the knights because they just got a lot grindier. And if I may add, I do not like their new way of dealing with the virals. Making us immortal is not the right approach, believe me. And on top of that, they are forcing the players to get on the Pilgrim's Outpost website, something I have been very vocal and against from the very beginning. Anyways, let's discuss some of the possible solutions. They can reintroduce Howlers with new mechanics. Howlers can attract nearby zombies and volatiles to increase the chance of starting a chase. However, virals should come out immediately but not start a chase, meaning that volatiles would still be the only way to start a chase. Also make volatiles farm more worthwhile. Increase the level 4 chase XP bonus to 5 again, and remove any nighttime bonus cap and make virals and volatiles have a higher chance to drop more mutation samples and trophies, and if it's not too much to ask, even loot. I would also like to suggest that they replace the current roaming volatiles and with tyrants. And the tyrants should also drop a legendary weapon, and at least one tyrant can join per chase level increase. They can additionally increase the chase level to 5 instead of the current 4, meaning that you would have to fight 5 tyrants throughout the entire night if you wish to loot them all. And if they extend the length of each chase level evenly, so that if you start a chase level 1 at the beginning of the night, then by the end, or at least by the last 5 to 10 minutes, you should be at the very start of chase level 4 or 5, resulting in the player being forced to spend the entire night out without ever resetting a chase if they wish to defeat and loot all 5 new and overpowered tyrants. The tyrants can be overpowered and take longer to kill. That would make sense if we don't have to fight so many of them. Otherwise, simply reduce the volatiles' hit points, but not their damage, so they can remain threatening, and you can increase their numbers as well, but increase the XP gained from killing them and the nighttime bonus. And for the love of God, please remove the immortality mechanic that you guys just introduced. I hate the idea of just being able to stand there taking no damage from the most threatening enemies in the entire game. They simply did that to force the player to get on the Pilgrim Outpost if they wish to survive the night, which I do not think is fair. Everything should happen in-game, not on some website. And even in-game, remove the immortality mechanic completely. Anyways, everyone, this is everything I wanted to discuss for now. I know there's much more to talk about, but I'll leave that for a different video. I am also going to leave a link in the description to Best Gamer Ali and Respawn Gelatin's original content. If you wish to watch that, then go ahead and do that. Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care, y'all. Have a good day, and peace.